My bad. What's up, fellas? Hope everyone's day is going alright. It's a beautiful Saturday. Not too much to complain about on my part. I'm in a good mood because I got to, get off work early. Work on the brand a little bit. I came up with a new design. At least for the name itself. Could be the poster board name. Could be a design for the actual name itself. Trying to get all these mock-ups done, but I'm a big fan, and I'm not only hyped because of that, because of the progress I'm making with the brand itself, but it's just been a good day, bro. I'm gonna cook some food later. Got a good paycheck coming in soon, and with some of y'all, y'all are the viewers themselves. My last video got 50 views. I don't know how to feel about that. That's a lot of people. The idea of 50 people kind of just listening to me talk is insane to me. Like, I post on TikTok and Instagram sometimes. That's different. That's like 300 views, 800, 1,000 views, right? But with TikTok and stuff, people tend to, like, they'll just scroll past it, and that counts as a view. On YouTube, it's different because on YouTube, every 30 seconds or something is a view or something like that. I think that's how it works on YouTube. But either way, it's a lot harder to get views on YouTube than it is on like any other social media platform. So when I see that a video that I made not only got more than one like, but also got like 50 plus views, that's insane to me. I just feel very happy that seeing that video do well, even if none of the other ones do well, seeing that one of my videos reached that many people, not reignited, but kind of grew my flame more. And in a sense, that doesn't really lead into today's topic, but it does kind of it doesn't lead into today's topic, but it does kind of you need to learn how to it doesn't, how do I put it? I'm trying to think of the words to kind of like get it to mesh together. You need to learn to not blend in. You need to be okay with not blending in with those around you. If anything, you should strive to not blend in with the crowd. That is kind of what I wanted, today's video to be about. And I was debating on recording it tomorrow, but something in me just kind of really wanted to post today, and hopefully try to relay the message to somebody, maybe speak to somebody, whether it's one person, two people, however many people. I hope you are all doing well, and I want you all to know that each and every one of you are made in your own way. All of us, when we are born, our fingerprints, for example, there's not a single piece of DNA on the planet that's the same. If you didn't already know this, every single set of fingerprints on every single human being is completely different. Every single one. There's over 8 billion people on this planet, and every single one of them have a different fingerprint. That's insane to think about. And within those 8 billion people, we'll take a fraction of them, say maybe about 200 million to maybe, we'll say maybe 600 million are actively maybe a little bit more, but are actively achieving their dreams and are actively chasing what they're passionate about. And I guarantee you, not a single one of them had the thought of, let me be like the guy next to me. When you want to be special, when you want to stand out, your goal can't be to be like somebody else. You can't wish or want to be like your neighbor, because you were made, genetically, you were made differently. Down from the feet that you have to the shoulders that you bear, you were made completely different than any other human being. Your thought process is different. The way you feel things and intercept things is different. So when you come to realize genetically how different and how special your body is, why would you look at somebody else walking in maybe the hallways of school, maybe some popular kid or somebody on social media, and you think to yourself that you need to be exactly like them? That's not how you should think. That's not how it should be. You should have the thought process of, I want to be different in the sense of being better than I was yesterday. I don't want to blend in with people, because then if I blend in with everyone else, I'm no different. I'm not different at all. Because then at that point, how are you going to become successful? How are you going to chase your dreams if you're busy on trying to be like anyone else? You can have role models. You can have people you aspire to be. You can have people that you look up to. But you shouldn't want to be them. You can take certain traits, maybe the finances that they bring in, or the wisdom that they have, or the advice that they give out. You could aspire to achieve those type of traits about them, but you should never solely want to blend in with people and be like everyone else in society. When I go to work, I can't tell you, I've had over like 4 different jobs already, and the amount of genre of people that I have met is astonishing. The lighting issue. Sorry. I'm still trying to figure that out. But the amount of people that I have met and I have talked to and I've had conversations with, and the amount of people that I've exchanged ideas with is insane. And each and every one of these people think differently. I had people at my job that act and wear stuff that I've never seen before. I didn't know what gauges were till like a couple weeks ago when I joined this job, and I saw this grown man with these huge holes in his ears. And I'll be honest with y'all, I eventually talked to him because he actually ended up being like somebody I ended up chatting with, and I asked him, what's with the gauges? I've never seen that before. I don't see anybody with gauges. You really don't. You don't see people with gauges, with the big holes in their ears. You see people with like the little piercings. Verbatim, word for word. I don't know, man. I just didn't want what everybody else had. This 40, 50-year-old man who has 2 different kids from 2 different moms and a whole life going on outside of work is late into his life, and even then he aspires to be like no one, because he even knows that the friends that he's made, the people that he's made connections with, is because he is who he is. He's not acting like somebody else. He's not putting on a mask. He's not taking traits from different people, mushing it together and calling it himself. He's crafting the things that make him interesting. He's crafting these things over time. And that's how you should be. You should be, try to craft your personality, your heart, the way you feel towards things. Craft those feelings, craft those traits. Don't look at people and immediately copy what other people are doing, or try to wear the same stuff or try to act the same way as other people in hopes of not standing out. Standing out is what makes you beautiful. It's what makes you different, and different is beautiful. Being different makes you glow. It's in the same sense of if you have a good skincare routine. You can tell by some people in public when they have like a really good skincare routine or they have good skin. Dude, their skin glows. You don't see everybody in public with beautifully glowing skin. That's because these specific amount of people are doing something that not a lot of other people do, and they're standing out for it. But notice how things like this it's not like the market, it's not like a trade or anything like that. Being different can never become oversaturated. It can never become overpopulated with people, because there's always something different to unlock. There's always something to appear. There's always some type of trait about yourself that you yourself can craft and create and turn into something beautiful. When I was younger, a couple years ago and everything like that, we all grow up. There are, I acted a certain way towards people in high school and a little bit after that I regret to this day. Because I was young and I was dumb. And granted, I still am young, but I've gained a lot of wisdom from people that I've listened to. From events that I've seen, from events that I've been through. I really have learned to understand that difference isn't bad. Change isn't bad. Standing out isn't bad. It's good. To succeed, to be somebody on this rock floating in space, you can't follow in the footsteps of other people. You have to walk your own path. Even if you're walking through fog, you need to be confident in the steps that you're taking. And if you make a mistake, if you step on something, if you step on something that hurts, what are you going to do? You're going to pick your foot up and place it somewhere else, but you're going to keep walking forward. And even if so, guess what you're going to do? If you step on something, you're going to look down. I should avoid that. I'm going to go this way, or I'm going to go that way. But you're not going to stop walking entirely. The same thing goes with progression and building on yourself. If you make a mistake, if you get hurt, or if you do something you regret, you're not going to stop in your tracks and just completely negate the entire journey. You're going to keep going, but you're going to go a different way. And the same way should be when you're crafting yourself. Go a different way. Don't go the same way that everybody else goes. Because I promise you, with everything that I have, going a different way will always work out. Going a different way works. And at the end of the day, it's a beautifully learning experience, because whether it's a trade or a job or a skill you want to pick up, even if it doesn't work out or you fail, you get to have in your heart, in your mind, that you tried. I messed up, but I took the leap of faith. I tried. And that's what we should be going for. That's what you should go for. If you want to try to get better at basketball, and you go out in the public, you go into this little public basketball court, there's other people playing, but you see a hoop open, you're trying to practice shots, you're airballing every single shot. You're trying to dribble in between, you're trying to do you're trying to practice a couple of moves. You mess up, ball goes flying. Sure, other people may laugh or other people may stare. You may even think other people may be judging. But over time, as you do these things, you're gonna progress, you're gonna get better. And that's the type of ideal that you need to be chasing. Building yourself, being different, making yourself set aside from other people, it's going to come with trial and error. Changing things about yourself doesn't just happen overnight. You cannot just become someone completely different in one night. Ignore that. You didn't see that. Hopefully that's the last time. But you can't just become someone entirely different within one night, within 1 hour, within one day. It takes days, if not weeks, to become someone new. So take your time and understand that you were meant to stand out. Dyeing your hair, going to the gym, doing something with your nails, doing something with your facial hair, tattoos, so be it, anything, jewelry, shoes, anything. There are these thousands of different products, these thousands of different shoes, these millions of different creations for you to try that I guarantee you half of them haven't even been worn yet or tried yet or attempted yet, solely because people are afraid to take that step. They don't want to stand out. They're too worried about what other people have to say. But once you can learn to not care and not feel about what other people have to say about what you're gonna do, I promise it's almost like you unlock a different door. Because then when you open this door and you take these first steps, you realize, wow, what I've been missing out on this my entire life. I've been so busy trying to be like everybody else, I forgot to be me. And you don't want to live with that regret. And you can start at any age. Change is not limited to age. You could be 60 years old and decide that you want to try something different, that you want to go for something that other people would find ridiculous. You could be 13 years old and try something. The only thing that change is limited to, weirdly enough, is time. And not the time that deals with age, the time that you selected to start. Change only happens when you make it happen. Change only happens when you bring it into reality and you put it into practice. You can do it. You don't fear change. Don't fear being different. Don't fear standing out. And it's okay if it takes trial and error after trial and error. Because eventually when you become this beautiful person that stands out, think about it, you're now going to be that person that people look at and people try to nitpick off of you. But then that's where you get to come into play. And I guess not relay what I'm saying, but you can relay the same experience that you went through. When people tell me, for example, and this, I'm not the most handsome guy in the world. I know that. I'm aware of that. But when I hit a certain age, I think it was about 19, about 19, push around 18 maybe. Something just clicked when I woke up. And I remember it was when I started losing weight, when I went down from like 260. I weighed around 260 my sophomore year, and I got down to like 160 within a year. And one day, when I lost all the weight, I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't have piercings before. I just wanted to go out and get piercings.
I told people about it, and guess what they said? No, Trent, they told me that's gay. I don't like throwing that word around, but they told me that. That's You're gonna look weird with piercings. I said I wanted to grow out my goatee as well. And I shave it all the time. But almost everything I've done, somebody has had something to say about it. This jacket. When I was with my friends and I was going to get this jacket, not a single one of them said that the jacket was cool. I said, look at this jacket, I kind of like it. Not a single one of them paid attention. Even when they did, they didn't. Nah. I didn't take into consideration what they thought. I got the jacket because I liked it. And now, sometimes when I go out wearing this jacket, I have people asking where I got it from. My chains, for example. I wear 3 different chains. I wear a cross, and then I wear like a decently sized little Cuban, and then I wear a smaller Cuban. You know how many people told me that the long Cuban and the short Cuban and the cross look dumb? You know how many people told me that my tattoo that the tattoo that I wanted to get, I was gonna regret and that it looked silly. But yet here I am, almost over 5 months after getting it done. I still have people asking me, like, what made me want to get it, and I still have people complimenting me for it. But even if nobody ever complimented me about anything I ever wore, that would never change the fact that I got this stuff because I wanted to. From the decorations in my room, to the stuff on my desk, to this YouTube that I'm starting, to the clothing brand that I'm starting. I can't help but want to do these things because people are afraid to start. And the fact that, and I guess the small idea that people are afraid to start these things and buy these things that I'm getting inspires me to want to do more of it. And that's the type of mentality that you should try to adapt, that you should try to inherit. Get that cool jacket, get that cool tattoo, or the cool car, the cool clothing. Try something different with your hair. If you want to try singing, try singing. What's the worst that can happen? Somebody's going to say you don't sound good. Somebody's not going to like the jewelry or the tattoo you get. If you can wake up in the morning and you yourself can find enjoyment in the things you have, that's beauty and change right there. And I promise, take it from somebody that has been through a lot of change. That's how I can kind of sit in these videos and just kind of rant, because I've been through these things. Take it from the guy that's made a lot of mistakes and has learned from his mistakes. Change is a beautiful thing, and it only grows and it only blossoms into this beautiful idea when you allow it to start. When you plant that seed and it transpires into a beautiful tree, you'll realize how that beautiful journey you just went on. I promise, it's something that you're never gonna regret. And to anybody that might watch this, or to anyone that ever makes it this far, to my future self, anybody needing to hear it, you are beautiful in your own way. God put you here for a reason. You are not a mistake. You are not an accident. You are a beautiful creation. From the way you laugh, to the way you smile, to the way you bring others enjoyment. There is something, if not multiple things about you that makes you already different than people around you. And you may not even be trying to stand out. You may not even be trying to stand out or be different than other people. And you being yourself is already special as is. So take that step, take that leap of faith, and don't be scared to try something different. And don't worry about going and telling all these people about what you're going to try or what you're going to do. Because then you're already messing up those first steps by seeking others' approval. And that's for another video. Seeking others' approval, that's a whole nother video. That's already written down on my list of things to talk about. But just know that it's never too late to try. And it only gets better when you do. It only gets better when you start. I've taken up enough of y'all's time. 26-minute video. It's the longest video I've made so far. And the people watching, y'all get to see the raw footage. When I get a better laptop and when I get a better computer and stuff, I'm gonna edit it, and I'll be editing like the videos and stuff a little bit. But for the time being, everything from down to the mistakes to the dumb moments and stuff, y'all are seeing me. And I think I'm never going to regret doing something like this. Because all that matters to me is that I reach one person out there. That made the whole video worth it. That made the 27 minutes of talking worth it if it means I inspired one person to be different. If I made one person smile, if I make a singular person's day better, that makes all these videos worthwhile. And that's why I'm going to keep doing them. Maybe not every day. You already saw how my schedule was before. I obviously can't do it every day. I accidentally skipped 2 days, 3 days. I'm going to try to do one tomorrow. I'm not going to say I already have the video laid out for either tomorrow or the day after. But I'm not going to say which one it is, but it's a very good topic. It's a topic that I've actually been excited to talk about. But yeah, I appreciate y'all listening. Future me, I hope we're enjoying everything going on in our lives. Today was a good day. I hope you guys had a good day. If not, it's going to get better. You still have tomorrow. Don't give up. You have to keep going because I want you to. Even if the whole world out there is against you, even if your whole family and all of your friends, even if you have no friends, no family, and you feel like nobody cares, if you feel like no one truly wants you to keep going, I'm right here. And I want you to keep going, and I love you, and I believe in you. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna go make some food. I'm hungry. You should go eat something too. Go cook some food. You probably ain't eating all day. And drink some water. Water's good for you. Maybe do some skincare. And some push-ups. Couldn't hurt. Alright. I'm gonna see y'all later. Maybe tomorrow. Listen.